Technology and Education by Straley Owen. Teachers and students have had many more opportunities in education today than ever before. Looking back at technology and education, it is fair to say that our educational predecessors were extremely limited on what tools and resources they were able to provide to their students. Certainly, that was no easy task. And when taking into account that often there would be one teacher to teach a class full of students ranging in age from 5 to 17, it is obvious that the demands and needs of those students would be challenging. Today, there are different challenges to behold in education. Education has come a long way from using slates and abacuses to create sentences and configure math problems. According to researcher and author Philip Reed, understanding the history of education within our country is important to grasp where education in this country and world will continue to go. He states that language arts and reading were initially taught for religious purposes so that children could read the Bible. Reading and literacy have continued to take front stage as it is the trigger to understanding and growth in all other subject areas as well. Within the formal education program, educators made great uses of the overhead projector to impart lessons and information to their students. Beginning in the 1950s and 60s, some schools might have had access to their first computers or even mimeograph machines to help create reproducible materials for their students. Today, more emphasis is being placed on learning at home before children ever come to school during what is a very important developmental stage. By the time children come to their first classroom, many of them already have a grasp on letters and numbers and shapes and colors and sounds thanks to educationally geared programs such as Sesame Street or the Electric Company or Reading Rainbow and other preschool activities. Thanks in part to research released by the National Panel of Reading, there has been a boom in technological toys geared towards education in the past decade. Retailers, daycare facilities, and parents alike have poured countless dollars into educational toys such as leapfrog activity tables and e-reading devices that help with the acquisition of reading skills. To further aid in the development of reading acquisition, educators have embraced developments and brought them into their classrooms to better meet the diverse needs of their students. According to researchers and educators Elizabeth Cheney and David Allen Gilman, the role and functions of computers in education have become more varied. From drill and practice to simple tutorials to web quests. In other words, with new technologies, opportunities to utilize such resources in education are limitless, as are the possibilities for the success for our students. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, many schools were introducing the first student computer labs and introducing a weekly computer class to their curriculum. Students would don on a pair of earphones and learn more about technology, but most likely they had never even imagined how large a role this new science would take in later years. As a part of a center system, reading labs were equipped with headsets, books, and taped recordings of stories in classrooms to assist with literacy acquisition for young students. Today, teachers must work hard to stay abreast of the latest and greatest trends. Students in classrooms are digital natives, and they've never known life without the internet, cell phones, smartphones, and other handheld video game devices. To engage this type of learner, teachers are reaching online and out to other educators who have made technology a mainstay in their literacy classrooms. Teachers have made social networking a mainstay as well. Educator Gina Thames states that using Twitter and blogging have become a way of life for both her and her students. She states, "I see Twittering and blogging as a very useful tool to help students form opinions, verify information, and then apply the information." Another popular technological technique used today is of course PowerPoint and the use of interactive whiteboard or smartboard technologies. Students in classrooms have grown up viewing PowerPoint presentations, so it is definitely up to the teacher to make the presentation as engaging and interactive as possible. By using interactive games on the smartboard or having the students to create their own PowerPoint presentations, the technology is more accessible to the students and more pride and ownership in the final product is evident. Using Skype within the classroom is also becoming another popular mainstay for educators. Allowing students to meet and discuss a myriad of activities with other faculty or students from across the hall, the state, the nation, or even the world has helped to make our world a little smaller, more attainable, and more understandable for students with various learning needs and styles. Technology and education are becoming more seamlessly intertwined, and truly will continue to provide educators and students with endless opportunities. It is hard to imagine what educators in the 1800s would think if they were to enter a classroom in 2011.